Okay, let's talk about some stuff. I got my cup of coffee, which I have a heart condition, so I dilute it with creamer. And it looks like my makeup is a little uneven. Anyway, oh, I just really messed it up. Whatever. Uh, anyway, so I'm just gonna talk about stuff. And today, I'm gonna talk about podcasts. Uh, I used to hate true crime, just I couldn't listen to it. But I'm slowly getting over that. And I have found some very good true crime podcasts. If you like it in a story form, I highly recommend Mr. Ballin, Ballen, Mr. Ballin. You can find him on YouTube or the Amazon Music app. I'm sure he's on other apps too, but that's what I listen to him on is Amazon Music. He has podcasts and YouTube videos. Um, I also listen to Morbid. They're two girls. They're really funny. They make it easy to listen to. Like, if they were more serious or didn't have jokes, it would be a lot harder to listen to for sure, just listening to the straight facts. But Morbid, Morbid, podcasts, also on Amazon Music, probably in other places too. I have Amazon Prime, so I also have Amazon Unlimited Music. Um, and those don't have ads. Like if you have Amazon Music, those don't have ads. Uh, well, anyway, I just wanted to shout those two out. I'm sure there's more. I also want to shout out Rooster Teeth, because I love those guys. And, oh man, there was one more and I forgot. Well, anyway, so I'm a stay at home mom. And, like, I don't just sit around and do nothing all day. I've got a 7-month-old baby, and I take care of her. She's sleeping right now. In fact, she'll be sleeping until I'm done with this video, and it's only been 2 minutes. You know, Mr. Ballin, I don't know how you do it. Talk for more than an hour, cause I, I, I don't know. I'm just gonna talk about random stuff. Um, so being a stay-at-home mom, I've decided to. I live in an apartment complex, and I want to build like a mom community. And so far, I got a couple of the moms' numbers around here, and I've just started hanging out with a few of them. And now we all know each other's kids, and we know who's who when we see kids go to the bus stop, and like, it almost creates like a neighborhood watch when you connect with your neighbors. And this is important because we are so disconnected these days that we don't even know who our neighbors are. And that's scary. That's really scary. So, just something I'm doing on the side, just trying to build this community. Oh, I can't get over that mess up. Oh, my boyfriend got this new silver that I put over pink. The camera literally does not do it justice. It's beautiful. My boyfriend spoils me. Uh and our kids. Well, if anyone has anything specific they want to talk about, leave a comment. Or you could just keep looking at my pretty face. I actually think I look horrible. I didn't even dress up today. I just threw on some makeup. No sparkles or nothing. And I need to repink my hair. Maybe even regreen it too. I'm gonna try and wait on bleaching it because you can even see here how damaged it is. But like I said, I oil my hair so you almost can't even tell. Just the front here. That's because I use hairspray to whip this up. Uh, and I don't cut this at all. Like, I don't cut this at all. I'm just letting it grow out. Every once in a while, I buzz my head, but now that I'm getting older, I don't know if I'm going to do that again. Because the older you get as a woman, a buzzed head does not look good. Like, if you're young and pretty like Taylor Swift, you know, you can buzz your head. But I'm 30 now, and I'm getting a little old to be cutting all my hair off, which I used to do once a year. That's not gonna happen anymore. Actually, I'm just gonna let it grow and see how long it grows out. My hair grows very fast. So do my nails, but they're very brittle. Um, Actually, if you want help with that, drinking collagen products or like, oh, the stuff that helps your nails. Man, I'm really bad at this. I am a horrible YouTuber. No wonder I don't have any subscribers. First off, I don't have anything to talk about. I just get on here and ramble. Who wants to listen to that, right? Oh man. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about politics. Ooh, heavy subject. Especially in this household. I'm not gonna out the people I live with, but it's very Republican heavy here. And, I'm not either. I'm not anything. I don't know how to feel about all of it. One side tells one story, one side tells the other. They both try to make each other look bad. And, I mean, I just will say Biden and Trump. I don't like either of them. Although Trump did actually do some really great things, whereas Biden has not. Um, Trump's character is just not good for a president, and Biden's mental capacity and age is not good for a president. We need to get all those old people out of there and get in a bunch of young, newer people where the swamp politics just, it's taking control of everything. And it controls literally how you think and see. Like, I watch it happen to my own family members. They hear something on the TV and all of a sudden that's the God-written truth. And it's like, no, there's another side to this. I'm not saying one side is worse than the other. I don't personally have a preference. I just don't like the fighting. Sorry, I thought I heard my baby. Yeah, she's awake. I can hear her. But she's fine right now. Let me drink some of my coffee. Anyway, this is also going to be a compilation of videos because I can't talk for 30 or 20 minutes straight having a baby. So this is video number 2 that I'm cutting in. Oh, I use an app called InShot, and it's very limited on editing, but it allows you to paste your videos together and to trim them, which, I have never used YouTube Studio, but YouTube by itself doesn't have anything like that. Not like TikTok. They're trying to keep up, though, like those shorts you see on Facebook. Everybody's trying to keep up with TikTok. Even Instagram. Anyway, I'm on all those sites. Savannah Whited. I have different content in different places. You should check me out. I'm at Savannah Whited on TikTok. My name is spelled Savanah space Whited. And yeah, I really just want to create an online presence. I'm studying data analytics, and what I like to do is I like to friend a whole bunch of people on my social media, and then I work out the scammers, and then I say horrible things to them, screenshot it, and post it on Facebook. And please, people, do not give your information if you're listening to this. There are all sorts of scams out there, all kinds now, like if you spell the 2 O's with ook and cook, if you can figure anything else out, they want you to register. But do you know what information they want you to register? A lot about you. And don't fall for these. Don't fall for these. They're not going to give you any money. In fact, they'll say they'll give you money, and they'll actually put money in your account. But then they either will put too much, or they'll just use it to launder their money altogether, and you just get nothing. Like, do not fall for these scams. And do not, if you date, I have a lot of online boyfriends. Some of them have asked me for money. No, you're not getting any money from me. If I haven't met you in real life, you are not getting money from me. So do not give people you do not know personally. I mean, some of the things, and I'll see these shared things on Facebook that are shared like 1,000 times, and I can see all the people who looked, liked, and read it, and it's like, how many of you filled out that information? I hope none of you. These people are good, and it's hard to stop them, because all they gotta do is, sorry, I know you saw my nostril. All you gotta do is make a new profile. And as long as you can make unlimited emails, which you can make unlimited profiles. And that's literally how these guys Guys. It's mainly guys. There are some girls out there, but mainly guys. I will say girls are better at it than guys. They've almost got me a couple of times. Some girls they give you the whole blessed and do you want to hear your reading? Oh, now you owe me, don't fall for any of that. Just don't give your information and don't give people money. I was homeless once and I used to fly a sign for money. But you know what I used that money on? I used it on drugs. I didn't use it on food or clothes. I used it on drugs. If you really want to help people like that, give them what they need. Don't just hand them money. And you wouldn't believe how much money you could make just flying a sign. I met people who had big suburban houses, and the way they afforded them was they flew a sign, which basically means they held up a sign asking for money on the side of the street. And that's how they pay for everything they have and do. And that takes away from the people who really need it. You people out there who do that, if you hear this, you're gross. You hear me? You're gross. Go get a job. Like, I'm working on data analytics. Also, I repeat myself a lot, so if you get tired of listening to my voice, you can always just turn this off. We're at 11 minutes now. Oh, plus the video I'm going to add before this. Sorry, it's been like a whole 24 hours since the last video. To you, it'll be just a couple seconds. Anyway, so we talked about politics. I shouted out some podcasts. Do we want to talk about me? I don't know. I don't know if I want my information out there. Maybe my life story. I will change names though. I won't tell you addresses or people. It's very important to be for data anonymization. It's a really big, hard word to say. I just learned it last night. Data anonymization. It's like anonymous with mization. Anyway, it's about... By the way, the E on the cup, this is my grandma's cup. Her name's Edel. It's the biggest cup we have, and I use it all the time for my coffee. She gets mad. But, anyway, man, I just am all over the place today. I can't keep a single train of thought. Yeah, I don't know. Moms out there, watch your kids. I'm serious. We just had 2 child Amber Alerts abductions in the area about a day or 2 ago. 2 different kids, 2 different vehicles. Don't just let your kids go. Don't just let them go outside and do whatever. You need to be with them, or have a way to watch them, or have them check in, or make sure they always have a phone. The number one deterrent from being attacked or kidnapped is having your phone in your hand. So when you're walking about, you don't need to have your keys in between your fingers to protect yourself. Just have that phone in your hand, and even have 911 up, because if you make the call, they don't hear anything, they will call you back. They will try, and then they will send people. So if you don't want to be attacked, that's a good rule of thumb, is keep your phone in your hand. I also have this stylus that is also always in my hand. It's not exactly pointy, but it would work if I wanted to poke someone's eye out. Which, by the way, if you get attacked, do whatever you can. You stick those thumbs in those eye sockets. Like, I've been attacked. And you move. Do not let them overpower you or get on top of you or whatever. You do whatever you can, and you hit all those sensitive spots. You bash them wherever you can. You grab whatever you can find around you. Protect yourself. I've been lucky. I've managed to protect myself because I was homeless. I was attacked a couple of times. And I have a little martial arts training, which a lot of people don't have, especially homeless people. Because there were a lot of scuffles I got onto that I walked away. I had some bruises, but I walked away. There was another time I fell asleep in the laundry room at my college, and a guy had managed to get my shirt off and had dragged me into the bathroom before I started fighting back. And let me tell you, I fought so hard and left so many marks on this guy, he eventually just gave up. but I was on drugs at the time, and I can't even remember what he looked like. I barely remember the fight. Like, I just fought for my life, and he gave up. And I only know this because I had all my clothes on. And I obviously hadn't been, I know that stuff's sensitive to talk about. Back to kids. Don't let, you know what? Just watch your kids, people. Watch your kids. How's that saying go? Hide your wife, hide your kids. If anyone's ever seen that. Oh, you know the other meme I've had stuck in my head? When my baby is crying, I'll always start saying, "Why you always lying? Why you always lying?" But instead, I'll say crying. "Why you always crying?" And I won't say it with the curse words. There's actually a censored version of the meme on YouTube if you want to watch that. Just type in "Why you always lying?" and it should come up. I remember that thing was huge. It was so funny. Everybody was singing it when I was in high school. Well, that tells you how old I am. Anyway, we're going on to about 16 minutes now. I want to try and hit the 20 spot. So, this whole thing about transgender kids, you're probably going to hate me for this, but boy, I don't even know if I want to talk about this. Your kids should not be going through any kind of surgery until they're old enough to decide for themselves. Sorry, my eyeliner is running a bit. My baby just sneezed. She's so cute. If you want to see pictures on her, she's on Facebook, my Facebook. These transgender kids, these parents that are getting their kids surgery when they're like 6 or 7, like, that's not your choice. That is not your choice. Now, being transgender is okay. I'm totally cool with it. Like, God, I don't know if I want to say this. I used to be like that, where I wanted to be a boy. I still want to be a boy. But when I had kids, I decided to give my kids the normal mom. So, this is a persona. This, usually when I'm walking around the street, I don't look like this. I'm usually in pajamas and some shoes, and my hair is probably all over the place, or I'm wearing the hat that I knitted. I knit a lot. And I learned it from YouTube. Just watch YouTube. I've also been learning to dance and trying to shake my butt. You know what? I have no reason why I'm doing this. I just want to reach out to people in the community and just make people aware. The world is a scary place. And when you're by yourself, I know this mom. She's by herself and she has 3 kids and has nobody. Like, I have a boyfriend who helps me, obviously. We co-parent. I can't imagine not having someone else there to, like, and she gets them ready in the morning, and they're all different ages, all 3 of them. I want to try and help her find a sugar daddy. By the way, older men is where it's at. If some older guy messages you, don't be grossed out, because guess what? Those are the guys that can take care of you. If you need that. Some women are really independent, which is totally fine. I used to be very independent. When I had kids, they became my world. So all the other stuff I was doing had to stop. I used to be a really big partier, big drinker, whatever. I've been sober and clean now since 2019 from alcohol. And I've been sober and clean from hard drugs since 2015. So I've been in recovery for almost 10 years from hard drugs. Yeah. By the way, I was saying this in... You know what? I don't even know if I'm going to add that first video. Kratom is not an opioid. If kratom was an opioid, it would show up on an opioid test. But it doesn't. Because it's not an opiate. It has alkalines and metals in it that play on the receptors of your opioids, but doesn't destroy them. It's not a drug, people. It's a plant. and the government is trying to take it away from us. And I wouldn't be here right now if I didn't have it. I have horrible chronic pain. Like, every morning I have to wait 2 hours in bed before I can even get up, and that's only because I drank some kratom. And then that helped my pain, and I was able, I wouldn't be able to take care of my kids. Honestly. It would be really rough. I don't recommend drinking more than 5 or 10 grams a day. Keep it very low. If you up your dose, because there was a point where I was drinking so much of it, it wasn't even working anymore. Instead, it was making me miserable. And you have to drink a lot of it. And if you do, you can have seizures and end up in the hospital. These young kids will get a hold of a whole thing of kratom and just chug it, because it takes 3 hours to really kick in. And thinking that, oh, it's just not working yet, I didn't drink enough. And then the next thing you know, they fell on the floor and had a seizure. Had to go to the hospital. There have been some kratom-related deaths, but usually they are with other drugs, not kratom by itself. Kind of like pot. Like, pot's never really caused the death. Pot mixed with other things is what has caused accidents and hospitalizations. Alright, my baby's starting to cry. I'm gonna post this. I don't care what people think. I don't care what you think. Well, I do care what you think. Post what you think in the comments. And, watch my kids' videos. Anyway, that's my baby. She's crying. Gotta go.